Welcome back to the Better Way to Getaway tutorial series. This time, we're talking about the BM Pro Trek 3. This is probably very familiar to most people. Now, if we just go through this, we'll just talk quickly what this screen does, and then we'll show you under the bed on the BM Pro. So if we take this screen up here, this shows you water tanks. Now, on a standard Crusader, we normally only have 3 tanks on board. So this will be tank 1, tank 2. The grey tank's not on because we have no water in it, but it's normally either tank 3 or tank 4 for the grey tank. It's very unlikely that we're going to have any more than that many tanks unless you have ordered it specifically in your order. Through the amps, we come through the voltage, all right? When we look at the amps, we got to also look over here. It says discharging, as you can see there. So 5.7 amps, and right now we're discharging 5.7 amps. The voltage is obviously the voltage in the battery, so that's quite simple. And then as we come down here, you can see it says solar and AUX. Solar is how much we're getting from the roof right now. It's at a very overcast day, so we're not getting too much. AUX, that is the auxiliary off your car. All right, so unless you have a bigger DC like a Red Arc 50 amp or a Victron, this here will always show up when the car's connected. And that's also another point of knowing if your car's connected, you should see something here, not just lines. So what we have, the solar is 1.8, amps is 5.7. So we are really pulling in roughly 8 amps, but the solar is, we are using 8 amps with the lights on, but the solar is replenishing 1.8 of that. So we got 5.7 amps all up, and that's how much we're discharging. And this little thing here just shows us how full the battery is, all right? Time remaining, that is just, that's gonna change depending how much solar's coming in, depending how much we're using. So that one's 27 hours as of right now. See if we turn a light off, we will see that will start changing. We'll see all of that will start changing in a second. So if you look up there now, we got 4.1 amps discharging, we've got 38 hours left. So it's just depending how many loads we have going on to how much that number's gonna change. That is purely an hour number, it's not a percentage number, all right? And then the last thing is your pump. So you can see here, I've turned the pump 1 on, and you can see it says on. So we press that again, pump off. If we press up here, that turns all the 12 volt off, all right? So the whole van's dark now. That still means it's going to charge. So the solar's still working behind the scenes. The car will still be working behind the scenes. 240 will still be working behind the scenes. But as all your outgoing power from your battery is now turned off. When we store it, this is how we want to store it. When we travel, this is how we want to travel. And then when you come in, you simply press the battery symbol, like so. The bips of your van comes on, and as you can see, we got power. The business end of that BM Pro is all under the bed here. So as we can see, we have a bunch of cables coming in here. There's nothing you need to worry about with these. Your fuses, these are electronic fuses. They have a 3 time before they lock you out. All right, so say there's a short circuit, it's gonna shut that circuit off, it's gonna re-bring the circuit back on. It'll do that 3 times before it completely shuts off. If it completely shuts off, obviously there's an issue on that circuit. All right, so there's 2 things we need to find that issue. But say you're out and about and you find it yourself, how do you reset it? On the left here, there's a press to reset. You press that, the whole system's gonna reset, and off you go. All right, that whole circuit will come back online. Up here, these are your fuses. All right, so go through there, they're your blade fuses. So they're all the fuses that don't turn off when we press that battery symbol on the Trek 3. All right, so your sway control, your electric step, all of them, they're in here. All right, so that's how that one is. 240 in, so that's how we charge the battery on 240. Make sure that's plugged in and turned on. We got a battery protector, we got a storage mode. If we turn this storage mode off, that turns all your power off. We don't recommend doing that even for storing it. The reason being is that it just resets all your shunts, resets all your electrical stuff. So it's best to leave that on and leave charge on your battery if you're storing the van. That will keep everything up and about. Battery protector, that's just your main breaker. So you can see if I press that down, all 12 volt gets off. So you can see this little thing dip down. If we press that up, it brings it all back on. So it's important, that one, that if that's pushed down, it could be you're just on a rough road and it knocks it down. Whatever that is, that needs to be up for it to work. This here is your Odyssey link. That one there, you can connect to your phone. You can see everything on your phone. You can control your pumps and all that from your phone. So That's all that is for. And then the DC to DC chargers down there. That's just our standard 20 amp charger. Nothing you need to worry about that. You plug it in and off you go.